Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem. This is Joni in Jerusalem, and I come to you with a very, very personal story. I hate Christmas, one woman said to the other. I know, I hate Christmas being shoved down my throat. Walking behind them, I wanted to say, I know exactly how you feel, but under the circumstances, I thought, I best keep silent. But I did understand. For years, my earliest memories of Christmas was just the world having this big party, and I wasn't invited. Sure, I'm Jewish, and sure, I didn't believe in Jesus, but I still wanted to be part of the fun. And my mother must have had the same feelings. All those Christmas cards and Christmas movies around with all the family together around the big dinner table. It just got to her too. So we did Christmas. No one else in the family had the nerve to do Christmas, but that didn't stop them from coming to our house, loaded with presents and ready to eat. The first decoration that we put on our big Christmas tree was a Jewish star, so we could legitimately call it a Hanukkah bush. But then came the year that my brother was bar mitzvahed. I was 16, and with all the confidence and the bravado that only a 16-year-old has, I demanded of my family, we will not do this anymore. We're Jewish. Hanukkah is our holiday. Hanukkah and Passover and Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, these are our holidays. No more Christmas. We'd always celebrated Hanukkah. We brought out our menorah. Every night we lit the candles. We didn't know all the prayers, but we were doing Hanukkah. Of course, but that didn't stop us from doing Christmas until that year. Previously, we had gotten this huge tree, floor to ceiling, and my dad, after setting it up, would walk around the house to make sure that the rabbi who lived across the street, he shouldn't see it. And Mother was very, very particular about how we decorated that. There was the tinsel. Oh boy, was there tinsel. But we couldn't throw it on. We had to put each strand carefully, tinsel. Tinsel was tradition. And then came the ornaments, and they were beautiful. I still remember some of them. My brother and I hung our stockings at night, and we put out our plate of cookies and milk for Santa Claus, and we waited for morning. And then came the family, opened up our presents, and in we went to eat. Until that year, when there was no Christmas. When Christmas Day came, we were miserable. And so we started a new tradition. No tinsel, but skiing. We went skiing as a family. And so for the next 6 years, all the way through college, Christmas meant skiing. After college, I was embraced by a slightly more observant family, an observant Jewish family. And to them, the Jewish holidays also meant food, traditional food, specific foods for each holiday. But then came the day that I recognized that Yeshua, Jesus, was the Messiah for the Jews. He was my Messiah, and my perspective on everything changed. Believing in Jesus didn't change my identity as a Jew, but suddenly I was thrust into a world that was totally unfamiliar and slightly uncomfortable. It was the world of the Gentiles. Well, my anchor in this new world were those holidays that I knew because, after all, they're in the Bible. Passover, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Hanukkah. It was so obvious. The holidays were all about Jesus. So I expected this new world to understand them. And I was excited about putting the new wine into a new wineskin. And then came Christmas. Oh boy, was I ready. Well, I wasn't really ready, but I was excited. It was going to be the new wine in a new wineskin, and I was invited to the party. I couldn't wait to see how different it was going to be than what I knew in the past. But then, as I looked around, I didn't see a new wineskin. What I saw were traditions and tinsel. And it all seemed so... Oh, and then came the accusations. That tree and the Yule log and the hot cross buns all had pagan roots. And Jesus wasn't even born in December. Well, there was another party, and I wasn't invited to that one either. Because with all the bravado and all the confidence, well, even more than I had when I was 16, I said, never will I celebrate a holiday that has pagan roots with just a whitewash of Christianity on it. Until the ice storm. Well, that, my friends, is the end of part 1. Make sure you come back to part 2. In the meantime, let me tell you about my book, Celebrating God's Love, Christmas, Hanukkah, Fact and Fiction. You can order this and all my other books on our website, novea.org. To tell you the truth, you won't find a better price because we don't charge for shipping. So, celebrate God's love at novea.org. And with that, I say, Lehitraot, Shalom from Jerusalem.